So, you all may have taken the time out to look at a short that I posted earlier about the situation or incident or current events in Kentucky where Kroger um, settled for $110 million due to an opioid epidemic that has caused several individuals, families, um, to lose loved ones or have health issues or conditions due to the pushing of pharmaceuticals inside the community. And after viewing that, when you really think about it, that is a small fee for all the revenue that was generated by pharmaceutical companies. And this can be a very sensitive topic. It can be very personal with some of us, which is personal with me actually, and I'm sure with you. And after looking at that, it's kind of like, like my thumbnail states, when is enough? Enough. Like, when is it overkill? When is it too much? When does there have to be a time where the brakes are pumped? When do it stops? When does it stop? When does it end? It's kind of like I'm in the kitchen, I'm preparing a meal, I'm doing my gumbo. I got my chicken, got my onions, my bell peppers, my garlic, my Tony's, my roux that I made from scratch. I've darkened it enough. I've added all the proper seasonings. Put my shrimp in, my dried shrimp, all of those ingredients, my ham hocks, my chicken thighs, my sausage, andouille sausage or turkey sausage, whatever you want to put in the gumbo, you get it all together. You get it together. It tastes good. You have a group of people that's coming over to eat, and you just want to add a little more seasoning to it. It tastes even better. You enhance it a little bit more. You're more a little bit more satisfied about it, and you add a little bit more, and then you add a little bit more. But guess what? At some point, you went overboard. You already had enough. It was already to standard, but now it's salty. Now it has too much sodium. Now somebody's blood pressure's up. Now somebody don't feel good after they ate it because guess what? You had too much sodium in it. When does it stop? As as an individual, I like to be successful. I like to succeed. As business owners, we like to succeed. In our professions, we like to succeed. We want to be great at what we do. We want to be exceptional. With that competitive drive, at some point, you end up stepping on somebody. You get a promotion over somebody. Um, you get paid a little bit more than someone else. But you step on somebody for that success at the end of the day. And I get it. It wasn't enough for you. You wanted more. And I get it. It's all about the drive that we have to be successful. But as a pharmaceutical company or companies in general, like, when is enough enough? So, for example, we all got a peer, we all got a family member, we all got a friend, we all know someone that was on hard times or was just ambitious. They wanted a particular career, they wanted to do better than what they had given to them. So they went out and got it in an illegal manner, per regulations and law. They didn't get the operating agreement. They didn't get an EIN. They didn't do their BOI report. They didn't get a business license. They went out in the community. They got the same pharmaceuticals, and they pushed those pharmaceuticals in your community. They push those pharmaceuticals in your schools. They push those same pharmaceuticals, you know, at your churches, whatever it may be. We had a pain. You called a friend and say, hey, I need this because I can't afford it due to insurance. I don't have insurance. I need this or I need that. Whatever the case may be, you got those pharmaceuticals. You're taking them for that relief. But then it became addictive. And we already knew as a pharmacist and as a industry that it is an addictive item. So guess what? You continuously pop those items, those pharmaceuticals, you get sick, you know, you need them, you're in pain. And then guess what? You went overboard. It was enough, but you didn't want to feel that pain anymore. You know? Like, this is how simple something really is. And then it gets blown proportion. Again, I ask, when is enough enough? So then, that same party finally gets jammed up. They do decade after decade after decade incarcerated because they felt that they was providing for them and their family, their livelihood, and their lifestyle. They felt like they might have been helping a friend. They ended up ODing because of the pharmaceutical. You know, like, guess what? That person do federal time because of it. Because they didn't go through the proper channels. They didn't overcome the entry to barrier. They didn't go get a pharmaceutical license. You know, that's how simple it really is. But for pharmaceutical companies that are legally able to provide pharmaceuticals for the communities and for clients and for insurance companies, like, this is a big problem. I'm not the first one to say that it's a big problem. People before me to say it's a big problem. But when is enough enough? So let's peel it back even more. Pharmaceutical companies employ several people. They employ truck drivers, logistics industry. They employ the insurance companies. The pharmaceutical company is like one of the top 5 industries in the United States, or for that matter, maybe worldwide. I know in the United States it's like in the top 5 in revenue. What is one thing that we talked about recently that's coming up? The BOI report. Guess what? Pharmaceutical companies in general probably make over $5 million in annual revenue. So do you actually know who is behind the pharmaceutical companies, Big Pharma? Do you know those individuals that benefit from Big Pharma? And the answer is they are not required to identify who those individuals are. And that's sad. On the other aspect of it, somebody wins, somebody loses. So guess what? Somebody gets stepped on. Someone loses. A loved one, someone loses in the stock market, someone loses a job. Like, this is sad. This is a real problem. And so all I wanted to do was in this video, in this content, like, as Americans or as just individuals in general, like, we have to like look at stuff deeper than what the surface is. Like, it is a real problem. Like, when you make billions of dollars on pharmaceuticals or different industries, and you got a slap on a wrist, and you pay 110 million to the citizens of Kentucky. That's nothing. And guess what? We want to start all over again and get slapped on the wrist again. It's really sad. All I want to do is say and get across, like, if we can, people, think about it in all phases of your life. When is enough enough? I'm done for today. Have a blessed day and a good night. See you soon.